What is up, you guys? We are back today directly in the gym. It is leg day, one of my least favorite days, but I don't want to say that because I'm trying to stay optimistic and positive. So it's leg day, yay! So here I am setting up the machine for my leg press. We're going to start with single leg press and then move on to using both legs and just do a normal leg press. When I do my singles, I try to keep my feet placement very low. I think I talked about this in the last leg day video. Depending on where you place your feet, it's going to target different areas of your leg. So for the low foot placement, it is targeting your quads. And then when I do my normal leg press with both feet, I put my feet up higher, and that targets your hamstrings and your glutes a little more. Here's the entire leg day routine on the screen if you'd like to screenshot or follow along. My cardio on this day felt really, really good. I'm continuing my practice of running at 7 miles per hour and setting a timer for about 9 minutes and then just going as long as I can. And then on this day, I even slowed down to 6 miles and I was able to still run at that speed, which is odd because usually when I run, if I stop running, it is very hard for me to just jump back into it. So once I give myself a break, it's hard for my body to want to continue running. I always think of that episode of Bob's Burgers where the kids have to run a mile at school and everyone gets out of it except for Gene, and he meets up with his friend at the end of the line and they're just running together, and his friend goes, "Gene, you have to run the whole time. If you stop, it's gonna hurt too much." So anyways, here we are moving on to our sumo squats. I tried to get a different angle for you guys. As you can see, I bring my feet out pretty far past my shoulders, I would say, and then I point my toes out because it's more comfortable for me. And then I focus on moving my body like an elevator, so trying to keep my torso very straight and then focusing on pushing through my legs to really get myself up. With the sumo squats, I wasn't feeling particularly strong today, so I just did more sets and then less reps. So usually I would do 12 reps of this, but today I decided to only do 10 because I was already pushing myself. And it still felt great, don't get me wrong. My whole point of coming to the gym is so that I can work out my muscles, they can fatigue a little bit, and I feel good. That's not great advice for a beginner because, of course, it takes doing this for a while to know what feels good, to be able to just say oh, okay, 12 reps was enough for me, or 10 reps was enough for me, whatever the case may be. That comes with experience. So obviously as a beginner, just focus on whatever your workout is and then go from there as you start learning your body and as you start learning more about weightlifting. So moving on, we're doing RDLs. RDLs, I know a lot of people struggle with, so here's what I do. I try to keep my feet somewhat close together, and I focus on keeping my core tight and my whole upper body straight, and then I move down as if I'm pushing a door closed with my butt, and I keep the weights as if I'm shaving my leg as I come down. Next, we are coming into those reverse lunges. It's pretty much straightforward. Just do a lunge, but backwards, I guess. I don't really know how to explain it, but you just basically do that. Sorry the clip was cut short. I ran out of iPhone storage, and so I, halfway through my routine, I had to sit there and delete videos. Here we're moving on to goblin squats. So these felt so easy to do today. And I remember when I first started weightlifting, these would destroy my legs. Immediately after just doing one of them, my legs were wobbling. And now I can do a 30-pound weight. And that was so awesome. I was like, yes, let's go. But since it did feel kind of easy, I decided to increase the weight. I also, of course, consulted with the Fitbit to make sure that my heart rate was not exploding. So I decided that increasing the weight was fine, and so here I am attempting the 35 pounds. After hitting that, I was like, okay, surely I'm doing something wrong. And yep, I was, my form. So there I had the corrected form. Basically just wanted my knees a little further apart from each other. And here I am moving on to glute kickbacks. For those, I was able to use 25 pounds. And here I am setting up for hip thrust, but I attempted a rep and I wasn't feeling it, so I just went home.
Oh my god. What up, babies? Sorry, I gotta get low. What up, babies? What is going on? Let me put this down. Aight, you know the deal. Y'all know the drill. Leg day was good. I mean, I hate, I got my feelings about leg day, but I feel like it was still pretty good. Look at that definition right there. Holy crap. You see that? Oh my god, you see the whole muscle coming out? Oh my god. That was kind of crazy. I don't know how to... The only training I've ever gotten on posing is that you're supposed to, like, stomp out your, like, legs. I don't know. Okay, does that look good? I can't tell. That was leg day. Not much to say. I'm feeling, honestly, like, I don't like leg day because my legs are weak and I am still working up. Like, I've noticed the weights I use, actually, they're not that bad. They're not that bad. I do feel like my legs are a lot skinnier than the rest of my body. I feel like I'm very top heavy, so I like to work out. Well, you know what? Okay, let's be completely transparent, completely honest. I don't like leg day. I don't know why. It's just something about something. I just don't quite enjoy it as much as I used to when I first started, which is weird because everyone's always like, girls only hit legs, girls only care about legs. Me, not at all. I've always had an ass, so I wasn't really focused on growing my glutes or growing anything, to be honest. I personally just wanted good quads and some hamstring definition, because I saw a girl on TikTok and she has the most beautiful hamstrings I've ever seen, literally a goddess. And I'm not gonna lie, mine look pretty similar now, so I'm very happy. I still have like a lot, I still have a lot to trim down, but I don't like hitting legs for some reason. I don't know. It's just, it's hard. The next day, my legs hurt. Then the day after that, my legs still hurt. I'll be lucky if by day 3, they don't hurt anymore. I'm usually taking like 3 Tylenols at that point just to get through my day and walk places. And I'm just not super excited every time I go in for legs. I really truly like don't know what it is, because I mean, the exercises are okay. They're not too hard or anything. Like, I think I'm just bored on leg day, But I don't know. I don't even know what's going on with myself. I've noticed that in most of my workouts, I'm like, with the weightlifting part of it, I'm pretty, like, these past few days, I'm pretty quick to, like, get it done with, like today I skipped hip thrust because I was just over it. I was bored. I had been in there for like an hour and a half already weightlifting. That doesn't even include my cardio time. So I was just like over it. And I've been really into cardio lately. Like, I enjoy running and I enjoy speed walking and stuff, which is odd because it's hard. Like, these past couple of days, it's still been hard to like get myself to the gym because I'm thinking, I don't want to run today. I don't want to do my cardio. But then I get in there and it's the only thing I want to do. Like, it feels so good. So, and actually that is part of the follicular phase, is supposedly you are built better for endurance exercises. And so endurance, of course, is going to be your cardio, running, a huge one. So it makes sense that I'm really into that right now. And honestly, like, my endurance stats have been getting incredible. I'm close to an 8.5 minute mile, and not super close, but I am working to get there. I think my 10-minute mile, I don't know. It's hard to say because I I used to just go 6 miles per hour for 10 minutes and boom, that was my mile done. But recently I've been like doing 7 miles per hour and then 4.5 for 30 seconds and then 7 for a minute and then 4.5 for half a minute or whatever. And so I've been like switching between sprinting and jogging and walking and sprinting and jogging and walking. So it's hard to know what like my true mile time is. What I'm looking for is that I can run at 7 miles per hour for longer than I could the day before. So usually what I do is I'll set a timer on my phone for like 9 minutes because, I read on Google that 9 minutes is how long 7 miles per hour for a minute is, or for a mile. Okay, let me rephrase that. I set a timer for 9 minutes because within 9 minutes, if you go 7 miles per hour, the whole 9 minutes, you will complete a mile. So obviously I can't run for 7 miles per hour the whole 9 minutes. So what I look for is, so for example, yesterday, I ended my cardio, not yesterday, the day before, I ended my cardio I had like 4 minutes left on the timer. So that tells me I can run for 7 miles per hour for five minutes. And today, my goal was to run for 7 miles per hour until I had 3 minutes left on the timer. So you can kind of see my goal and my progress. It's basically like we have this total pie chart for our goal. And every day, we get here. But as we continue to go on, I want to get here. And then eventually all the way to here. And then eventually the whole circle, the whole pie chart will be filled. And that's when we'll have reached our goal. So I'm going to hop in the shower. I have to go donate plasma today. Let's go. And then I'm going to DoorDash. And maybe I'll check in again. These vlogs have become very gym focused. And I do appreciate that. But I also started this series with the intention of marking my personality, my energy levels, and my day-to-day routine based on what's happening physically in my body. So let's discuss a little bit, I think later. Let's discuss a little bit later so that I can collect my thoughts. I'm going to shower and then I'll meet you back here to talk.